I think Howard Schultz, the CEO of Starbucks, is the type of CEO who's long engaged in sort of really important social issues. I mean, this is a guy that provided health care to his part-time workers, stock. He's engaged in issues like gay marriage and so forth. The issue of race is one that he finds really personally important and one that he can't just back away from because there was sort of a PR stumble on Twitter. The reason he's, I think, really doing it is because, number one, it gives Starbucks values, which attracts more customers. It engages more employees in the brand. But I think talking about it in such sort of a clinical way belies the fact that, I mean, he really does care about this issue personally.
But on controversial, so there's social issues, and this one is in particularly a controversial issue.
Yeah.
Does he worry about talking about it too much? I mean, does he worry that there's certain customers who can be turned off by it and say, you know what, I'm going to Dunkin' Donuts?
Right, right. I mean, I think, you know, he's frankly said this in the past. He just doesn't, I mean, if those are the types of customers that choose to shop elsewhere, he doesn't mind that.
Right.
He said that publicly when he was actually talking about gay marriage in 2013 at a shareholder meeting. An activist shareholder stood up and said, this is affecting the business and hurting it. And he said, look, if you don't believe that gay marriage, if these are not the type of values that you share, then just sell your stock and buy into another company.
But to the point that Becky just made, the idea that you're commercializing a social issue, if you will, do they talk about that internally, and do they think about it as marketing effectively for themselves?
Yeah, I think they're super wary of talking about it in terms of PR or marketing, just because when you talk about it in such sort of strategic terms, it can just sort of mask the fact that this is just the right thing to do, talk about this issue that's plaguing the company. But there's no doubt that it is good marketing. I mean, you know, Starbucks has benefited, I think, from a lot of people seeing Howard Schultz as this person who's willing to stand up for issues like this, both externally and internally.
I think it's totally on an individual basis. I think it's totally annoying. And you know, to say it's benefiting and it's the right thing to do.
Not because we disagree with any of those stances.
No, of course. It's just
because it seems like you're wrapping yourself up in it.
Yeah, exactly. I disagree totally.
Right, and you're not alone there. I mean, actually, I was at Starbucks yesterday, and a barista, I was, for the story, I talked to just many baristas for the story, and you know, you hear a wide range of opinions, and someone just yesterday, a white barista just said this is not a topic that they should be engaging.
Gwen Eiffel said, the last thing I want first thing in the morning is on my stupid coffee cup to just have this thrown in my face.
But what you're talking about is sort of an execution problem, more so than whether or not a company should be engaged in this issue.
Hey YouTube fans, I'm Landon Dowdy from CNBC. Thanks so much for checking out our channel. Here you'll find videos packed with all the info that you need to be smarter about your finances. Be sure and subscribe by clicking right here, and click on all the videos around me to see CNBC's original series Young Money, Tech Bet, Kramer's Mad Money, and all the latest from CNBC.